Oh,
How emotional was that video for you? And obviously you gave the thump on the chest, and, acknowledging what was it, 8 years here. I mean, just kind of emotional night for you.
yeah, but not as emotional as you would think. I mean, this felt like I came home. I love Chicago. I love you guys. Through ups and downs. I mean, I've grown my family here. I've had major moments, low points. I became a man here, so it was very appreciative. But I think the love is reciprocal. So yeah, it's something that isn't going to be like, okay, this happened and now it's over. I'll always love Chicago, and I love the guys over there. I love Billy. And I'm really excited for him.
So you and Billy had like a nice talk after the game, and then Modest came up to you. What were those kind of conversations?
Uh, he was just asking. I've been dealing with a little illness last couple of days, so he's like, "You look a little sick out there." I'm glad you were. And then I told Modest how good of a game he had. You have a towel? It's hot as hell in here. Told Modest how good of a game he had. I mean, Modest is looking so good. They're playing so well. But then I asked him, I was like, "Why did you jump at the end?" I didn't want to. We're trying to come back. I don't know why he jumped, but just catching up all the time. Billy said, you looking good, playing well, miss you, all the good things. So it was good to see everybody.
Zach, when you brought up Modest, and obviously you guys last year, you even saw you guys did nothing but throw praise his way, even in training camp. I mean, you guys saw that the makeup, the skill set was there.
Yeah.
So you're not surprised by what he does.
No, Modest is just the trajectory that he's going to be on. The athleticism and the mindset was already there. Every time I came back and worked at the AC at nighttime, he was asking me, "Can I come in with you?" Thank you. He was asking me, "Can I come in and work with you?" You just don't see his development get better and better, and he can do it all. The more he hones in his shot and shot creation off the dribble, he's a 3-level scorer, and then combo that with his defensive ability and his ability to get to the hoop. I'm not surprised though. I just want him to keep getting better.
You mentioned the kind of ups and downs with your tenure here. What did it mean to you to kind of go out on a high note, getting back to kind of that all-star caliber play and just kind of going out on sort of good terms?
Yeah, I mean, you have to ride the roller coaster. I've always put Chicago at the forefront, try to do the best I could for them. You're going to have ups and downs in life, and you just got to learn how to deal with them. I think that last year I was telling the guys, I was like, look, they're playing really fast, and before I got traded, I was like, we were playing the same way, getting it up fast, playing free. But it's good. I mean, they're playing so well right now. That's the reason that they're 4-0. But even for me, I had a couple injuries. I had some high points. I had some low points. Loved and hate you guys at certain points, but that's part of it. I never doubted my talents or the way I approached the game. I know what I just needed to get healthy. So I think I showed that last year.
Zach, 4 30-point games for you already, but 1-4 record. What's it going to take for you guys to kind of figure it out and make the good outweigh the bad?
I mean, we want the wins, and I think that we're playing at a level to where we could have them. It's we're just not putting a complete game together. I think it's tale of two halves from the first game in Phoenix to the Laker game. We've been leading in a lot of these games. We led today at halftime. We led in OKC, but it's not just one half, and we have a new group of guys. We have a new coach, but no one's going to feel sorry for us, especially not in the West. We have a game every single day. So it's figuring out how to get them, get it all together. You only get maybes and grenades and horseshoes. So it's not in basketball.
Did you at any point after the trade in February take some time to reflect on your legacy, your tenure here, and kind of how you wanted to leave that? After trading over the summer, went to this game tonight.
Yeah, I know. I did a lot of good in Chicago. In the Bulls uniforms, in the community, as a person, and as a teammate. I know the good I did. I just wish I could have won more here. But sometimes you do the best you can with it. None of us try to lose. I damn sure don't. But you played the cards that you're dealt, and you play them to the best of your ability. I feel like I did that, and I appreciate each and every moment that I've had here, and and I'll continue to be a fan of this team and this organization, um, unless I'm playing against them. But it's nothing but love from me. So my tenure here, I've enjoyed every piece of it, and I won't forget that.
Billy was asked about why you couldn't win here, and he brought up Lonzo's injury. You kind of look at that as like, he been healthy with all the core he had there.
I mean, we saw a glimpse of how good we were, but I think there's a lot of things that go into that as well, and it takes a winning mindset from top to bottom, and we just didn't get it done. And sometimes you have to live with it. You have to look yourself in the mirror, and everybody else does as well, figuring out why it didn't work. But each and every day we were trying our best to. But in this league, when it doesn't happen, then you got to figure out. You restart, you rebuild, you go younger, and that's what they did. I respect their decision, and I'm glad to see how good they're doing right now.
To that point, Zach, you probably heard the Bulls West comments with the King, with you and Lamar, and even with Domas having maybe some similarities with Vooch. Like, do you see that comparison, and is it in your mind? Do you kind of think like, can it work the way you guys had it working here at one time?
I think it's two different teams, just because you have a couple. You have two pieces that played together. I don't think it's not the same organization. It's not the same timing. It's not the same supporting cast. I think it's totally different. You guys can think what you want, but it's two different situations. We got to do the best we can and play to our identity and put ourselves in the best situation to win with this team. And we're still figuring that out.